హలో గాయ్స్, వెల్కమ్ బ్యాక్ టు మై ఛానల్ Jntuh ఎక్స్ప్లెయినర్. ఈరోజు మనం చదవబోయే టాపిక్ సైబర్ సెక్యూరిటీ రెగ్యులేషన్స్. సో లెట్స్ గెట్ ఇన్ టు ద టాపిక్. సైబర్ సెక్యూరిటీ రెగ్యులేషన్స్ అంటే ఏంటి? సో సైబర్ సెక్యూరిటీ రెగ్యులేషన్స్ ఆర్ లీగల్ ఫ్రేమ్వర్క్ డిజైన్ టు ప్రొటెక్ట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్, సిస్టమ్ నెట్వర్క్స్ అండ్ డేటా ఫ్రమ్ సైబర్ థ్రెట్స్. సో మనం ఏం చేయాలనుకున్నా వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఫాలో ద లా అండ్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు డూ. సో in society, drink and drive has some law where you cannot drive after drinking. In the same way, there are some laws to protect the information of the systems, networks and the data from the cyber threats. So దీనికి కొన్ని regulations ఉన్నాయి. These regulations vary across different jurisdictions but generally aim to ensure that organizations implement appropriate measures to secure their digital assets. మనం ఎంత రెగ్యులేషన్స్ పెట్టుకున్నా ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ క్యాచింగ్ థీవ్స్ దేర్ ఆర్ పోలీస్, బట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు బి కేర్ఫుల్ బై అవర్ ఓన్ సెల్ఫ్ బై లాకింగ్ అవర్ డోర్. ఇన్ ది సేమ్ వే ఎంత లా ఉన్నా ఆర్గనైజేషన్ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ సమ్ హార్డ్ సెక్యూరిటీ టు ప్రొటెక్ట్ దేర్ ఓన్ అసెట్స్. Let's discuss some key aspects of cybersecurity regulations. So there are many, but I have taken 7 out of them. The first one is data protection and privacy. So what it is, the data protection and privacy? In this there are two types. General data protection regulation, which is also known as GDPR. GDPR. So GDPR ante emiti? So a comprehensive EU law that mandates organization to protect personal data of EU citizens. It requires strong security measures, prompt breach notification and gives individual rights over their data. So దీనిలో according to this law, an organization should protect its personal data. ఎంత లా పెట్టుకున్నా, ఇప్పుడే మనం మాట్లాడుకున్నాం కదా, ఎంత లా పెట్టుకున్నా మీ సామాన్కి మీరే బాధ్యతలా. Your data, it's in your hands itself, so we should be double careful for that. So what is the second one? Second one is California Consumer Privacy Act. It's an act which I'll be discussing in the next topic, which is the Indian cyberspace. So I will explain that briefly. The second one is Critical Infrastructure Protection. So what it is? Again, here there are of two types. Cybersecurity Information Sharing Act. This is an US law that encourages sharing of cyber threat information between the government and the private sector to better protect critical infrastructure such as energy, water and transport system. So what it is basically? So here it is a CI, Cybersecurity Information Security Act. Cybersecurity Information Sharing Act. So it is an US law that encourages sharing of cyber threat information. It encourage, like manaki, it will encourage you to share the threat information between the government and the private sector, so that it will be better for them to protect their critical infrastructure. So the second one is NIST Cybersecurity Framework. This was developed by the National Institute of Standards and Technology. The full form of NIST is National Institute of Standards and Technology. It is also an US law. So according to this framework, it offers voluntary guidelines to help organization, particularly in critical infrastructure. So coming to the third point, financial sector regulations. There are again two types, where the first one is Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act, which is GLBA, Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act. This is again a US law which requires financial institution to protect the security and confidentiality of consumers. According to this law, ఇప్పుడు మనం ఎక్కడైనా like we have registered somewhere, then you will obviously give your email and your password while signing in. According to this law, they should protect all our confidentiality of ourselves. So the fourth one is healthcare sector regulation. According to this, there is one more act which is HIPAA, Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. Portability and Accountability Act. So what it is? It is a US law mandating strict security and privacy standards for protecting medical information. See, sometimes we have seen many times, like the hacker try to hack or attack many medical institutions to get them to get their patients' information, so that this could be sold to any other medical institution. ఇది చాలా సెన్సిటివ్ అయిన ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్, బికాస్ దే మోస్ట్లీ ట్రై టు అటాక్ ఆల్ ద మెడికల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. మీకు ఇప్పుడు ఏదైనా ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చి మీరు హాస్పిటల్కి వెళ్ళి ఈ మెథడ్గా మీరు ట్రీట్మెంట్ తీసుకుంటుంటే, దే ట్రై టు అటాక్ దట్ అండ్ దే sell to any medical application, any like that, so that they call you regarding that specific problem. That's the reason this regulation is very important. Fifth one is cyber security in government agencies. Mana government lo cyber security enta important. So there is one more which is Federal Information Security Management Act. Federal Information Security Management Act. So it is a US law that requires federal agencies to establish, document and implement information security programs to protect the data and system, setting a foundation for federal cybersecurity standards. So now coming to the sixth one, breach notification laws. What is meant by it? This is a state level breach notification law, which is most US states have laws requiring organizations to notify affect individual and authority when a data breach occurs. These laws vary by state but generally include specific timelines for notification and penalties for non-compliance. అంటే యుఎస్లో చాలా స్టేట్స్కి ఈ లా రిక్వైర్ అవుతుంది, బికాస్ ఇట్స్ నోటిఫై ఎఫెక్టెడ్ ఇండివిజువల్స్ అండ్ అథారిటీస్. మన పైన ఎవరైనా డేటా బ్రీచ్ అటాక్ చేసినప్పుడు వాళ్ళకి నోటిఫై అవుతుంది. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ వన్ మోర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్, బికాస్ డేటా బ్రీచింగ్ ఈజ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద మోస్ట్ యూజ్డ్ సైబర్ అటాక్స్. ద లాస్ట్ వన్ ఇట్స్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ సైబర్ సెక్యూరిటీ కార్పొరేషన్. ఇంటర్నేషనల్ సైబర్ సెక్యూరిటీ corporation. So in this, one of the Budapest Convention on Cybercrime. What is meant by it? The first international treaty focused on addressing cybercrime, aiming to harmonize national laws, enhance investigate techniques and foster international cooperation. This was the cooperation which was done on the first international treaty focused on addressing the cybercrime. So the second one is Global Forum on Cyber Expertise, GFCE. Global Forum on Cyber Expertise, an international platform that promotes cybersecurity capacity building and knowledge sharing among governments, industries and civil society to strengthen global cyber resilience. Like we have learned this in our previous video, so kindly watch that for the complete information. So that's it for today, guys. It's a very 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 important topic, cyber security, and I have noticing that many of you are watching the video completely but they aren't subscribing to my channel. Please subscribe, guys, it will motivate me. Thank you, guys.